Hi YouTube, I'm just about to cook up some marinated chicken boneless thighs from H-Mart. It cost $6, about $6 for a package of 2 pounds, and it comes with a nice marinade sauce in it already. So I don't know if you can see that sauce in there, but it's got quite a bit of marinade sauce. And my game plan is to just stir fry the chicken in the stir fry pan. Nice deep one is what I've got. And then once it's cooked, then I'll add in the onions and ginger. So I've got 1 onion and ginger. Ginger adds a lot of flavor to the stir fry. After those are done, then I will add in some mushrooms. These are Portbella mushrooms with Brussel sprouts. And so that gives me a lot of vegetables with this stir fry. So I'm just making a stir fry dish with the marinated chicken boneless thighs from H-Mart. And I'll make another video to show you the final product. I'm going to eat it over brown rice. Okay, I think the pan's hot enough to start cooking the chicken. It's been a cold week in Houston. We've had that really cold weather that knocked out the power and for a lot of people the water. But lucky for us, we managed to make it through those 2 days or 3 days of cold weather. So here I'm just popping in the chicken right now. And I had it in the freezer earlier. It was frozen, so I'm gonna just separate the chicken thighs. You can see there's 2 pounds of it in there. So I'll just let this boil. Maybe I'll add some water. Add a little bit of filtered water to this, get the sauce going. Make sure it's not sticking anywhere in the bottom. And maybe I'll just cover it up for a few minutes. I'm just going to cover it up, let it cook a little bit, give it a couple minutes. Okay, it's been cooking for about 5 minutes. There we go, a lot of steam coming out. Let me just give these a flip, see how they're doing. I'm using a non-stick pan, so it makes it easy. Just separate these chicken thighs. Let me give them a flip. Let's start with this big batch here. Okay, that one's separating nicely. Let's give this guy a flip. Give this one a flip. There's some nice small pieces there, and let's give this one a flip. There we go. You can really smell the spices of the marinade. So let's cover it, let it cook a little bit more. There's enough juice in there to keep it going. Okay, I can see some steam coming from the side of the pan, so that means that it's getting close to cooking on the second side. And so I'm just going to go ahead and, try and break off some of these big pieces. Cut them down into smaller ones as best I can. And what I'll do is whatever I cannot, I'll put them on the chopping board. I'll put them on the chopping board, cut them up into bite-sized pieces, and then finish cooking them. But you can see how much liquid there is in there. And it's cooking really nicely. So I think I'll just take these off the skillet, cut them into bite-sized pieces, and then I'll do the final stir fry. Okay, I'm back from dicing up the chicken here. Let me just get my spatula. Okay, so I still have it on medium heat. As you can see, I diced up all the chicken thighs. There's still a good amount of sauce in there. You can smell it's really spicy. This is a Korean style marinade. So it's really good for eating in the winter, especially during those well, let's just say this whole week of cold weather we've been having in Houston. It's been pretty rough. We lost electricity several times on Monday night, Tuesday night, and most of Wednesday. But now that we've got the electricity going again, it feels really good. So what I did was I took those boneless thighs and I used this glove so that I wouldn't burn myself. I just chopped them up and diced them up, and now I got the liquid boiling again. I'm just going to give them a quick flip. Get all those juices in there. The thigh piece of the chicken is really juicy, so I've not had to add any oil in here. It all came from that marinade in that package. So this is 2 pounds of chicken. I'm going to let it boil up. Maybe turn up the heat a little bit more, get a nice boil going. And I'm going to go ahead and add the ginger and diced up onions. So spread it out nice and evenly. Get the onions in there. And I'll just let these cook for about a minute. And then once these are done for about a minute, I will put in the mushrooms and the Brussels sprouts. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up. Just let it cook covered for a couple minutes. Okay, the onions and the ginger have been cooking up for a couple of minutes, and you can see that nice steam coming off of it. I'm going to do the last step now. Let's give them a quick stir. Let's break up the onions as well, get them into the sauce. That'll soften up the onions. The ginger adds a really nice flavor. This aroma from the spicy chicken smells really great so far. So far so good. So now normally what I do is I just go ahead and add in the mushrooms and the Brussels sprouts. So I'll go ahead and add these in. Get these distributed evenly. And what I did was I made the Brussels sprouts, cut them up into bite-sized pieces as well. The smaller ones I cut in half, and then the larger ones I cut in half, and then I cut them in half again. So I'm going to put these in. And what I do is get them nicely spread out there. And what I normally do is I let this cook, basically steams the whole mixture. So just keep that lid on there, and as soon as I see some steam coming out, I don't like to cook them too thoroughly. I like to have a nice crunch still with the Brussels sprouts, and that way you keep some of the nutrition in there as well. Okay, here we are, we're on the final step. It's been boiling for 3 minutes, I'd say. So pull the top off, see a lot of nice steam coming off of it. And just stir it all in. I can see that the Brussels sprouts, they're starting to turn a little bit of translucent. So that means that they're close to done. And by stirring this in, that will complete the cooking process. And I'm basically going to turn off the heat now, and everything will continue cooking as it's in the pan. You can see that I've almost got like 8 portions of stir fry here, so I'm going to be eating this for a few days, which is fine by me. So I'm just going to stir it in, let it stop boiling, get all the juices into the Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts will just soak up the juices and the flavor. And I'll just give it a quick taste test. Make sure that it is softened up enough. Like I said, I still will undercook it because later you're going to microwave it anyways, and that will further soften it. And I want to just keep as much of the nutrients as possible. So there you go. That is pretty close to the final product. And let me just try a little piece of the chicken and Brussels sprouts, maybe a piece of onion. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's perfect. Brussels sprouts are softened up, and chicken tastes fantastic. So I'm pretty much done cooking. I'm just going to let it sit and cool off, and I'll be eating it for my meal later. So thanks for watching the video. Give me a thumbs up, and please like and subscribe. Thanks very much. Okay, let's just bring in a close-up here of what this stir fry looks like. Gonna bring it in real close, and there you go. Huge meal. It's $6 for the boneless chicken, and that was 2 pounds, and some Brussels sprouts, onions, and ginger, and it already had the marinade in it, and that turned into a sauce. So this whole thing cost maybe $10 total, and it's going to make, looks like about 8 portions, 6 to 8 portions. Okay, hi YouTube. I just starting to have lunch here, and what I've got is the salad with spring mix, tomatoes, some cheese underneath, and hard-boiled egg. Maybe use a little bit of salad dressing on it. And this is the main stir fry that I just made this morning. And it's again got the chicken thighs from H-Mart with the marinade sauce. And then it has Brussels sprouts and onions and also some ginger. So I put it over the brown rice. Now it's time to do a taste test of this. So I'm going to take a little bit of rice and some chicken, and let me give it a shot. Oh, delicious and wonderful. Chicken's good. Let me try some of the Brussels sprouts. I'm going to eat it with the brown rice a little bit. Very good. The Brussels sprouts are nice and tender. It soaked up the juices. It's really delicious. And the mushrooms, that's a great lunch. Very healthy. And nice hot meal on the cold Texas days that we've been having this week. And hopefully all this Texas cold weather is over with. So bye for now. Thanks for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.